Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Scorpio collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you have for Scorpio gang in early April 2026? It's a lovely time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. Well, let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio gang in early April. What's the vibe? What's the energy? Let's get this card out. And yeah, my friends, it is Aries season, and although I am an extremely proud member of Scorpio Gang as a Scorpio moon, it is my birthday week, my good friends. That's right, I'm an Aries Scorpio mix. That's a wild combination, right? But I'm sending everyone so much positive vibes on my birthday week. I hope you all could feel it. But we have an interesting card showing up, which I'm not surprised, right? Our Scorpio readings always have these interesting levels to it. And that's exactly where we're starting here. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So to me, this card shows up in layers because it seems very inconspicuous, right? We just have this lady, she seems to be sitting by the window, but when we start looking a few levels deeper, we see a lot of interesting things start to form outside. It's nighttime, we have the moon, that implies questioning, it implies mystery and hidden type of energy. We see the clock, it's golden, which implies that she's waiting on something or someone. We got the bird with the letter, we got the telephone, we got the kitty cat taking a little nap here. So it's like the world is paused, but there's stuff happening underneath the surface. That's why I always say there's so much going on here. Now, for some Scorpios, maybe you are in a wait and see mode regarding something. Maybe there is something you're waiting on or someone waiting on you, very possible. But there's this strong undertone of incoming communication here as well. So if we start seeing things like that through the reading itself, hopefully it's the good kind, but there could be some very important conversations coming up or messages when this card shows up. But yeah, time could be a factor as well, especially with the big golden clock. That one always draws my attention, where it's like, time affects the situation in one way or another. So again, a lot of layers. And if we were to keep it very simplistic and take away all the particulars we just read, for some Scorpios, maybe there's a situation you're dealing with that seems very simple on the surface, but underneath the surface, it's much more complex. So we're just going to let her chill out right there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Scorpio gang. What do we got? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. So it was titled The Big Ending, but that's not even something that really concerned me because it didn't seem too stress inducing for some reason. To me, it just felt like a completion of something potentially. So just know that energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. The big theme I've been seeing for like 3 weeks is just tons of the fire element all over the Scorpio readings. Now that could be great for a lot of Scorpios, lots of action and forward thrust. But for some others, it could be a little wild, right? So let's see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for Scorpio gang. What do we got this week? Okay, earthy, a little calmer. I like the effort that I see with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, I'm a big fan of having an action card in first position, and this is most definitely that. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more. What do we got for Scorpio gang? Wheel of Fortune. Huge. Huge. All right. I'm starting to get a little pumped here, and I'm going to do my best to stay even keeled and not get too overly optimistic. I know I have a way of doing that sometimes, but let's get one more. This energy's looking good so far, Scorpio. What do we got? Man, 2 aces come out. One as a bonus, one as the main spread. Scorpio, again, I will stay even keeled. But the energy right now, I am very, very optimistic about what I'm seeing. If you're a cross watcher for a Scorpio, I would also be very optimistic about what you're seeing right now. Now, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But let's go through and start talking about these elements, because I always like to take a quick peek at those just briefly, because I feel like it frames the reading and tells us how the energy is flowing. And for a Scorpio reading, for it to be a predominant earth and water mixture is fantastic, because everyone knows Scorpio is a water sign and gets along very well with earthy energy. So we got earth, boom, we got water, and then we'll just call this regular major arcana, positive regardless. Whenever I see earth and water mix, that represents blessings and abundance to me. So right there, just in the fact that Scorpio energy is comfortable with it, it's beautiful. Now, when it comes to the earth energy, that's more, money, real world focus based. It could represent stability, inner security. Think of day to day life and routine, but I always say money, work, business, finances. Huge when it comes to the earth. It could be home and family as well. So we think of the earthly things. The only downside to this earth energy is the fact that it's a slow mover sometimes, or it could just be an energy that feels stuck or clunky, or you could be feeling impatient. When we get to the water, that's your power element. That's Scorpio's comfort zone right there. That's the internal world, matters of the heart, matters of feelings and emotions, personal connections, things or people that we're emotionally invested in or get emotional response from us. I think of creativity. I think of, thinking outside of the box. So this is usually great, especially in a Scorpio reading. The downside to water is that sometimes it can overwhelm, right? Sometimes this emotional energy can overwhelm us. So just something to keep an eye on. But we have some pretty positive themes. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We'll just call that a major arcana. That's very powerful energy, a big theme. So let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we start off with the Eight of Pentacles. Love this in a Scorpio reading as well. And we see this person, they're chiseling away, building those pentacles, working hard on something. That is one of my big cards of career, work, business, earning pentacles, right? So for a lot of Scorpios, maybe you're just in pentacle mode. Like, how can I increase this? How can I tweak this? How can I make this better? I think of effort. So when we put this in the context, like, let's take away money, work, and finance. If we put this in the context of like self work, or if we put it in the context of interpersonal relationships, this is something that I want to try. This is something I want to put effort into. This card can also represent fixing or mending things. Beautiful. So again, there could be certain things, situations that you might be able to fix or make better when this card is here. This is a big card of making adjustments as well. The downside, because every card has a positive and a challenge, the downside of the Eight of Pentacles could sometimes be trying too hard to do something, or overworking, or just putting too much energy into one specific thing. So watch out for tunnel vision when this card is here. But again, I'm feeling very positive about what I'm seeing overall. So hopefully the clarifiers don't do a left hand turn on us, right? Because I've seen that happen before, where like the top row looks good and then the clarifiers come and it's like, uh-oh, spoke too soon. But in the middle, got the Wheel of Fortune, my friends. Like, this is a four-leaf clover of the tarot deck. I always say it's beautiful. It's Jupiter energy. It's lucky. It's expansive. So even when this card shows up in the reverse, I'm like, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We got it made here. This is beautiful. So you might have a lucky break or catch some luck. You might want to play the lotto when this card shows up, because it's like the universe is working for you. And usually this energy happens very quickly out of the blue. So it's interesting. We have like the slow build with the Eight of Pentacles, and then boom, this Wheel of Fortune just kicks in, which is really great. It does feel like a lot at once, and that's a theme I've been getting with all the water signs this week. It's like slow build, a lot all at once. But the wheel is just really great. Now, it can also be karmic. It could represent karmic cycles. It could represent, beginnings, endings, all that kind of stuff. Um, the wheel, to me, the only downside is the speed at which it moves, because the wheel is not slow. It is not meticulous. It's fast. It's sudden. It's fiery. It's explosive. So maybe that's where all the fire energy went, right into this wheel. So we'll keep an eye on it. Now, moving to the back end, we got double aces, and we're starting here with the Ace of Cups. Love it. And I always say with all aces, they represent offers and opportunities, wins and victories. Now, normally they are fresh energy, like new, fresh perspectives, new, fresh energy coming in. The Ace of Cups does tie more into emotions, but a big thing with all aces is they represent communication. So is it receiving news? Is it a conversation? Is it a message? We're just going to have to see what it is, because the Ace of Cups in particular, either it's something that makes me feel whole, makes me feel good, or it's a potential for me to say what I'm feeling, get what's on my mind off my mind, which is pretty good. Now, what's the downside with both aces? Since they're an energy that has a ton of potential, they're never guaranteed, right? Like usually aces are limited opportunity or limited time only, where it's like, okay, you could seize it and make the most of it and it could grow into something beautiful. Or if you don't act, that energy can go away, right? And we do have the Ace of Pentacles right here on the back end. A lot of the similar archetypes to this Ace of Cups offers opportunities, conversations, and talks. This one does reflect more towards business and the material world, but same thing, limited time. So either we're seeing a lot of chit chat conversation here on the back end, or it's just like once this wheel turns over, it's like everything coming at me at once. But I feel okay about it. So I want to dive deeper on all this, Scorpio. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, why is that Eight of Pentacles here? Why is that Eight of Pentacles here, please? There we go. Cool. Yeah. Great time for fixing things. So we have a Scorpio power card. We got Death in reverse underneath this Eight of Pentacles, where it's like, all right, well, when I run into that thing again, I'll be ready. Or that's not going to catch me off guard again. Like, I'll be ready for it next time. I don't know why that's coming through, so just take it for what it's worth. But it's like I'm preparing for something ahead of time, where something may have caught me off guard once, but it won't catch me off guard again. Take that, put it in your pocket for now. Now, the Death card, Scorpio power card, takes on a different meaning in a Scorpio reading to me personally, right? It's one of our power cards. We're not nervous about the scary symbolism there, right? So when I see it in reverse underneath the Eight of Pentacles, this could be stepping out of your comfort zone. So for some Scorpios with a situation of work or something, you might be doing something that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, or something that makes you feel like, is this the right move? Am I doing the right thing? I don't normally do this. Is this wrong? So watch out for the second guessing in this time. Death in reverse can also represent fixing something from the past, right? Death in reverse to me represents a return as well. So we're loaded with information this week, Scorpio. So we have this energy of preparing for something if I ever have to deal with it again. We have this energy of stepping outside of the comfort zone. We have this energy of something returning and being prepared for it to return. That's showing up here as well. So I think it's good for the most part. A thing I really like too, aside from all the returning and all that other stuff, there could be a potential to fix a wrong that's been done. Okay, whatever that might be, where maybe I made a mistake once, or maybe I said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing. When I see the Eight of Pentacles, Death in reverse, it's like I have another chance to make it right. So don't be surprised if in the coming days and weeks an opportunity like that opens up for you. We're going to keep going to right a wrong. Let's go in on the wheel, or to make something right, or to fix it. So we have a lot of stuff here, my friend. Let's go in on the wheel. It's like the floodgates are opening. What do we got with the wheel? I mean, Scorpio, we got to claim this reading, my good friends. We got the Ten of Cups in the upright underneath this Wheel of Fortune. I mean, what else is there to say about this? It's just so fast, so sudden. It is a massive win. I don't even think massive is the right word for it. The Ten of Cups is like top three best cards in the whole entire deck. And I would say the Wheel of Fortune's right up there as well. So Ten of Cups in the upright with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, how did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky? So I'm not sure if some Scorpios are taking stock of the beautiful things in their life and saying, you know what, things could be worse, or you know what, I'm very lucky to be in the position that I'm in. Because that when I get this wheel very fast, very sudden, it's just massive, it's big, it's a dynamic changing into the Ten of Cups. Like, my friends, this is claimable energy. This is what we want. Whether you work hard towards it or whether it just drops in your lap, it doesn't matter. For some of you, it could be a little unexpected or surprising, for sure. I could say that, but it just feels massive to me. Massive. big claimable energy here, my good friends. Now, the Ten of Cups is complete and total happiness, wish fulfillment. This is one of the best alignments I pulled for Scorpio in a very long time. In a very long time. So this makes me happy. It warms my heart. So we're going to keep going. We got wins, blessings, victories, all the good stuff. And you know me, especially in a Scorpio reading, I keep it very, very real in a Scorpio reading, more so than any other zodiac sign. I'm not picking up many drawbacks here, my friends. Let's keep going. We're going to see what's up with the Ace of Cups. But I love that energy in the center. I love the energy in the front, too. I do. So let's go in on the Ace of Cups. See what that's about. So why is that here? Why is the Ace of Cups here for Scorpio, gang? Yeah, there it is. Now so we have the High Priestess, which I also, in my personal style, I give this to Scorpio as well. Some people say classically that is one of the Pisces power cards, which is true, but I say that all of the water signs embody traits of the High Priestess, in my opinion. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, all of them, boom. Now, she is the matron of psychics, intuitives, tarot readers, and intuition. For a lot of Scorpios, you might feel it in the air, like all this good energy. And everyone knows Scorpio has a very good intuition. Even those of you that are cross-watching probably know that as well, where it's like, I feel something coming. I feel it in the air. Like, I don't know what it is or when it's coming, but I feel it. That's how this feels to me with the High Priestess and all these aces. It just feels really good, my friends. Now, the big thing with her, which can sometimes be the drawback, is she is very hush hush, quiet, secretive. She could be hidden, unexpected, surprising. So you remember how I was saying even this win is like a little surprising or unexpected with these aces. Whether it's an offer, opportunity, or all the other good stuff we've been feeling, it could just be a conversation, right? Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, there might be an unexpected or surprising talk or some news you receive that kind of comes out of the blue. So I'm finding it really difficult to find a cautionary tale here because I know a lot of Scorpios, they like to hear the good, but they also want to get the real. Like, hey, all right, so that's all nice, but what do I need to watch out for? That's a big reason Scorpios like to watch tarot, right? Like a little heads up here. I'm finding it hard to find one, my friends. The only thing maybe is just someone keeping their successes very quiet, like Ace of Cups, High Priestess. It's like, oh, that's great, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm going to keep it quiet. Maybe there is a little information concealing here happening as well, but I'm finding it very hard to put a shadow over this reading. It's probably one of the best readings I've done for Scorpio in a very, very long time. It's up there with one of the best ones I've ever done with how it's making me feel. So let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we got the Eight of Pentacles with the Death card in reverse. Beautiful. I mean, it is a nice card of a lot of effort. I was picking up a lot of different things, like stepping outside of one's comfort zone. I was getting an energy of things popping back up, righting old wrongs. It just felt really good to me. And yeah, there is the energy of things looping back around here or giving something another go. But I like it. Moving into the middle, we got like that all-star alignment, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, massive, wish fulfillment, wish come true type of stuff. And you know I always keep it very grounded. This energy to me is claimable to the maximum. So massive win, victory. It could even come out of the blue with the speed of the sudden Wheel of Fortune. Total vibe switch from the past few weeks, Scorpio. Total, complete vibe switch. Moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Cups with the High Priestess in the upright. We got the Ace of Pentacles right next to it. For a lot of Scorpios, you might feel it in the air. Even if you don't know when, even if you don't know what, it's like, I feel something good coming. My intuition is telling me that something good is on the horizon here. So I love it. The only thing here, yeah, maybe there's an energy keeping something a little hush-hush for the time being, withholding a little information. But there could also be surprising or unexpected talks and conversations coming in with about topics you weren't expecting to talk to or with people you weren't expecting to talk to. Overall, I love the reading, Scorpio. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for Scorpio, gang? Such a vibe switch from the past few weeks. And yes, I would like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether there's something within you or something we need to know about. Shadow cards don't always have to be a bad thing. They could be good too. Let's see. What do we got for Scorpio, gang? Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get it going here. What do we got for Scorpio gang, please? What do we got? Thank you. Seven of Swords. Okay, so just because there's good energy overflowing doesn't mean you have to let your guard down regarding everything. Okay, and again, we're on the same level here, my friends. You already know. Seven of Swords. Now, this is a card that does show up in the shadows often, right? In the positive sense, this could just be something that we don't see coming, which we did kind of see with like the winds and the good stuff and, the sunshine and rainbows, of course. But the Seven of Swords can also be an energy that's not very trustworthy. It could be an energy that's like doing things in the shadows, being very secretive and all that stuff. So when I see this in the shadows on the heels of such a good positive reading, this could easily be spirit just saying, like, listen, all this is great, all this is good. You don't have to let your guard down completely, though. Or there might be something that you just keep an eye on it, even if like you don't confront it head on. Because the Seven of Swords is still an energy that wants us to be alert with our eyes open. So just because you're keeping alert, just because you're keeping your eyes open, doesn't mean you're attracting bad things to you. Okay, so you already know what that means if it hits, my friends. So we're going to put that Seven of Swords down right there, my beautiful friends. That's what we got this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation or you'd like to have a chat with me, you can book a personal session with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the April subscriber surprise, we're doing a nice winner's choice once again. At the end of the month, I will choose 3 lucky subscribers to either win their choice of the Gilded Tarot Royale or one of the custom made crystal pendants from my website, mastermetaphysics.com. So, winner's choice. And if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, you can let me know down in the comments, how much do you know about the meanings of tarot cards? Are you an expert reader? Are you a beginner, intermediate? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my posts tab. YouTube changed it. And yeah, that's where it'll be, my friends. Much love, and I'll talk to you soon.